All right, folks. I think we're pretty much in the clear. I don't think we have any more tornadoes going on at this second. What is popping off again is the island. And people think it's all going to go away, but I don't think so. There's a lot of people talking, there's a lot of people sending messages. Certain people hear the messages and things get crazy and everything. So I know one thing, heavy duty country. He's pretty pissed off, right? Danny is steaming at old Banjaba or Bangina, whatever his name. I don't even know who the dude is. Some FBI dude. And they're doing a great job, right? They're doing the best they can with what they got to work with, which ain't much, but they're doing something. So let's listen to Danny and see what he's saying, the messages that are being out there, thrown out there, the power of some people in the United States have, and what we're hearing and what people are thinking. And I don't know. It's pretty crazy, folks. It's all real. It's real. That's Danny's chat. I've been watching this guy for a while. He's got some good points. I'm not gonna lie. He's got some good points on stuff. Some stuff is he's crazier than a coon. I'll tell you that. Raccoon looking in a garbage can for some food, but good soldier, good dude. Now, let's go ahead and get over here if I can find it again and click on it and see what he's talking about. I'm hearing all kinds of stuff of what can be done if you are one of these people that run this world.
It's very simple. Just so everybody knows, their job right now is to protect people who want to be protected, and they're elites and they run the show. They like to make this out to be really confusing. It's very simple. When you run the show, you can tell a Bonjana, you can tell a Patel, you can even tell Trump, look, this is what we're doing. If you don't like that, we'll just fucking kill you. That is 100% a real thing. I don't know if it's that direct, but there is a small group of people who run the world. Small. So if you think this Bonjana guy is running the show and is making all the decisions,
well, heavy metal or heavy duty country might know something we don't. They might have the problem to say if you don't do that, well, they do. Why do you think I'm in the position I'm in, Danny? Why do you think that this world hates me so much? I refuse to do what they do. They've been lying to us all. They've been, instead of spending money on and prolonging life and health and numerous things, they chose death, destruction, power, greed. And this has nothing to do with power with me. There's only one king, the true creator that's has any power to do anything. But I agree, they're all crazy. Crazier than I could ever be. The shit's hit the fan, and they're everyone's covering each other's asses. Danny, I could have tell you something. If this was just, if you would believe how many people we have in lockup in prisons for SA, for not knowing, sleeping with a young 15-year-old girl or whatever, but the girl lied, right? And they got charged with SA of a minor or whatever, when really the girl was the one that lied to him. If you would go through the stats and find out how many people are innocently locked up, that some of these broads created the situation and were the ones that were the aggressor in the situation, but yet the men got charged. And that's just what I understand what you're saying. We've looked at all the stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. Half of the people that are killing these people that we're seeing on the news, on social media, saying I killed a pedo or a sex offender in prison or whatever, and turn to come to find out, we look at their record and their sexual assault people. They were raping and killing kids and women and stuff themselves, but they had, they made it sound like it's bad, but they themselves were charged with it and locked up in prison. If you start thinking like these sickos, that it's okay, they did it, well, then we got troubles. They're all crazy. Can we believe any of this? I have no idea. That ain't my job. That's God's. We're all dying from something, and we all are pissed off at the world. Some of us more than others. But if these people have that much power where they say, if you don't stop what you're doing, we're just going to kill you. They come out and tell you that, like you just said. The message heard across the world. If these people don't do what they're told, they will just kill them. No, truth be told, that's exactly what they've done. Why do you think we're in the predicaments we're in? Because if you say something, you ain't working again, you ain't getting paid, you ain't getting no money, you ain't getting nothing but torture, voodoo dolls, witches, curses, black magic. They don't want to get their hands dirty, so they pay these people, gangs, to kill you. Whatever, it's a zoo. Has nothing to do with their religions. It's a zoo, demonic, evil. They just can't come out and tell you the truth. I can. Earth is hell. Can we kill Satan? Yeah, we can kill Satan. We can fight for the Lord and wipe everything out. But then we'll become freaks ourselves, power freaks. And that's what this is all about. They are the elite, the rich. You don't say and do what they do. The next thing you know, we're curled up in balls. We're dying. People are sending us cancer. They're trying to kill us with poison. It ain't nothing but what it is, folks. Pure evil. You people want it to go away. You thought, well, Jeffrey Epstein, they got him. The island shut down. Did you get him? Did you? If it wasn't a military action, if it wasn't a military takeout, then we have no proof that he's dead. Same thing with bin Laden. I told them, if anyone comes up to us and says they got bin Laden, he's dead. Without our own team seeing it, being there, and done it themselves, it's a lie. No, Danny, let's listen to a little bit more, Danny. I actually like this channel. It's pretty cool. He goes through all that. He's pretty big into the Charlie Kirk stuff right now.
And whatever else, God bless you.
With every single day of his life, and everyone else at that principal level. Everyone. Mike Davis, I can't tell you about this tweet enough because it describes everything. But this is an early tweet, by the way. Mike was on this from the start. This guy's a fantastic lawyer. Mike Davis nailed this from the beginning about what the problems were going to be on the case. If anyone wants kind of a rational, reason-based approach, put that tweet up. I thought that was a hint, the Mike Davis tweet. I got a
fucking joke. And then we got Tim Pool. I gotta watch my cussing, but my God, what a pussy. You're a legend, brother. Thank you for everything. We can use your voice now more than ever. For what?
My question, Danny, is that really Tim Pool, or is that his code name? His first name might be Tim, but we're seeing a lot of other people that are in this Epstein thing and this whole thing, and these people are like chameleons. One day, hello, Kelt, how are you doing tonight? Hopefully I'm not too loud or anything. We got tornadoes. Be safe out there. These people are like chameleons. One day they're bikers, the next day they're rap stars, the next day they're a country boy, uh, dressed like a country boy. The next day they're dressed like Hitler, right? The Nazi stuff, and they're chameleon changers, constantly changing like the devil. And I've seen it for myself. So is that guy's real name Pool, or is it a code name, a fake account? Is someone named Tim, but not Tim Pool? That's my question. Because we got a lot of people popping up, a lot of names. Epstein file, even in the YouTube cases that are going on, having to do with drugs, this gang shit, secret society, sleeping with younger people, trafficking, prostitution, yada, yada, yada. So I agree with Danny after this is just crazy. The whole world. Do we have to do anything, attack anybody? No. We just don't stand for this. We don't think it's right. We don't want anybody hurt. We just want people to stand down from their positions. And it's time for a new world to come in. That, everyone, oh my God, he said New World Order. Yeah, I know. That's why I said it, because everyone will go crazy. Have thousands of views by tomorrow. It's time for a new thing. They don't use New World Order no more. What they say is, well, it's a revolution now. It's a regime. It's the same agenda. It is the same people. Just change the name. It's like these YouTubers that we caught. You know how many times they deleted all their footage and then changed the name on their channel and made it look like it was someone else, but we were subscribed to it. So no matter what they did to the channel, we were still subscribed to that channel. Some of them did delete their channels, but they had backup channels. And that's exactly what I mean, it's just, it gets devious, monotonous. I don't know. Hey, they caught another police chief or something out down south, Indiana or whatever. It was on the Facebook blotter today or whatever. I don't know. He confessed to being a serial killer. He was a cop. Yeah, it's crazy to me too. I'm like, you got to be effing kidding me. No, he was he killed many people, and he was an authority. It's unreal. Yeah, evil right underneath our nose, Sheriff. We haven't found out the full body count, but I can tell you this much: it's pretty high. All right, Danny, let's play a little bit more of this. If I may call you Danny, that's your name. That's what people call him under, or whatever. Well, they call him country, heavy duty country too. Also, I understand. I agree with this dude on a lot of the stuff. It's gone too far. We've let our guard down too far. We've relied on technology too far. We just let people have too much freedoms. We open the doors. We got massive sickness, shit that this country should not have. These are diseases coming from third world countries that this country should not have. It's gone way too far. It's crazy. It's getting worse. No one wants to do anything because everybody's making a lot of money. and they think it's all a joke. And here every day we're on YouTube crying about these people are dead, these kids are missing. We're poor, we ain't got no money, we're dying, we're suffering, they're killing us. They're using witchery, sorcery.
What is Bonjana's voice good for? I'll tell you what it's good for. It's good for the elites because clearly Bonjana thinks that his audience is stupid. So he sits there and he feeds them propaganda. He sits there and feeds them gaslit crap and people buy it. Oh, thank God damn Bongino's back. Dude, he went into the FBI and he was a cuck. He went into the FBI and didn't do fucking shit. Here's another one of his tweets. Shook my head. Are you fucking insane? Do you have the slightest idea what I went through to get this information out there? Oh, so you're taking credit for a list of names, which mean nothing because like I said, Alex Jones is in there, for example. Ben Shapiro, a bunch of random ass people that verifiably didn't go to the island. I don't know about Ben Shapiro. I mean, I would not be surprised, but.
All right, I need to cut in here. Let me read my chat real quick. I am Celt said same with machete attacks. That's some South American bull crap. And in my town, we have them frequently now. Well, according to the little lady that was on JLRs today, Arizona don't have no troubles at all. It's all in your people's mind. It's all in your mind. You've been smoking too much of the wacky tobacco. That's what's going on in them neck of the woods. Now, let's get back to this. Danny, if I may call you Danny, sir. If you want me to call you heavy duty Danny or country or whatever, that's fine, sir. I agree with you a lot on a lot of stuff. But here's the thing, sir. You didn't have to go to the island to be a part of the island. Yeah, I know. I just said that. Drop the mic. We are finding out, sir. Excuse me. We are finding out, sir, that a lot of these people didn't go to the island, but, sir, they took the money to go ahead and promote the island and feed the island with babies that they ate, with women that they screwed, beat up, raped, whatever. Madness. See, you didn't have to go to the island to be a part of their madness.
And to hear both people mention the case file and people accused of horrendous behavior themselves throw stones when I never heard a peep from them while working my ass off on this. Is this just another troubling sign in the war going on for truth and transparency? Dude, let me tell you this, brother. You should never use the word transparency or transparent again, because what y'all did in the FBI was literally everything but that. Don't talk about it. Oh, boy. Here's the last thing.
Why are Republicans so interested in Bill and Hillary Clinton? It's because they're trying to distract from the fact that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands and thousands of times. In those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children.
Yeah, folks, somebody did a study on this. Trump's name is in the Epstein files more times than the word Harry is in all of the books combined of Harry Potter. Now, that could mean nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, though. I'll tell you what, my nuts are scratching just from hearing about that. This is unbelievable. Let me see what Kelt's saying. Oh, there is not. And then Kelt said, show me that BS. And then Kelt said, why are you watching this shit? This is the new madness, drama, whatever you want to call it. So now they're coming out saying Trump's done very bad things. All been covered up, Kel. It's all been covered up. Let me see what's going on in chat. Let me check with my chat. They seem to be lying on Hillary bewitched side. Well, I know she's in there too. They're all in there. It's just Trump was real good friends with Epstein, right? You remember all the videos of Epstein and Trump at Saturday Night Fever? Right? Where all the girls were out dancing, the ballrooms, and they had the disco ball going and everything, and Trump's dancing, and Epstein's there with his arms crossed looking at all these women and children like a wolf, picking out his prey and everything. Yeah. Coach says those bastards have been witch hunting that man forever, over a decade now. What we did find out, which was, I want to thank our CIA for doing a 10-year investigation on all you witches, warlocks, demonic people, and all this stuff. And I'm going to tell you the results that we got back were phenomenal. Okay? Phenomenal. And all I'm going to say in this whole thing is phenomenon. 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 And that's all I got to say. Now, hang with us if you got the balls. If not, leave.
But
of Donald Trump threatening to kill children. So I encourage the press to go look at these allegations. And I'm highly disturbed that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche just got the law wrong. Yesterday, he said essentially that it is not a crime to party with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that's actually not correct. If Jeffrey Epstein was human trafficking minors for these sex parties, and you show up and patronize the establishment at that party, yes, you're guilty, because patronizing is part of the law, the federal sex trafficking law. So Deputy General Todd Blanche.
Well, I'm going to say that is true. And let me put out a little thing for you. If Carlos Escobar asked you to come to his house, the most dangerous, most drug cocaine man in the world, and you go to his house and you know the government's watching, and you're there and you're partying with him, you're snorting up the big line, and you got the women and the titties and the ass shaking everywhere, and you're partying every day. What does the government do? Well, now you have just become part of the Carlos Escobar cartel members. So it's the same thing here. If you know that the government is on to the island, and you got all these people trying to cover all this stuff going on and all this, but yet you're there, you're telling people you don't know it, but you're there partying, snorting lines of Adderall, and got bitches, boats, and hoes everywhere. Yeah, something ain't right. Pardon my language, Kel.
Just got that wrong, which maybe explains why they aren't investigating all these folks, including.
I want to add just some perspective to this. There are kind of two people or two sides as far as wanting the Epstein files released. The Democrats want it just because they want to burn down every Republican out there. That's their main goal. I doubt a lot of it is they have a problem with, the Epstein files per se, because if they did, they would have released them on their own. If it was truly about just putting these kitty touchers away, they would have released them. I think they tactfully waited, probably because they saw Trump's name in there so many times. Then there are the people who truly just care about what is right and wrong. It's not about Republican. It's not about Democrat. It's simply about, If there are people in there that did this heinous stuff, they need to be put away. So I don't know if what this guy is saying is the 100% truth. I don't know if there's any truth to it at all. But what we need is we need all the files, remove the fucking redactions for the names. All of the super heinous emails, we need to see who sent them. That's it.
All right, there you go, folks. The world is on edge. It's gone crazy. It's gone completely crazy. And let me see what Kel's saying. Those bastards have to be witchy hunting that man over decades. What man are you talking about, Mrs. Kelp, Mr. Kelp? I have no idea, but the madness has just begun. Now, we also heard him say these high elites, these people in power or whatever, they'll tell people if you don't do what I say, they'll kill you. And that's why I'm here on YouTube. That's why I'm still here at this place, held hostage at myself by some kind of a demonic thing or something, you know. If I don't do what it says, it attacks, it enters me. It's demonic, witchery, voodoo, sorcery, whatever they're using. All glory to God that I'm still alive and yeah, and folks, just because you think Mr. Epstein's passed away or the island is shut down, there's so many of these people that bought their own islands, their own compounds that were listed in the list that also might not have been to the island, but they were, well, suckered in and then themselves promoted the madness or covered it up. No, I never was butt screwed by 50 men on the island. You know, the lies come, you know, and all for money, all for power. I don't know. We're going through a lot of stuff, a lot of cases, a lot of religion stuff coming up, and Mormons and everything. They got 700 wives and 50,000 kids and everything. It's just crazy. Now, that's another video for another topic of the island. The names brought up. Their names are on that list for a reason, folks. Hopefully they can find out which ones did not play ball with Jeffrey Epstein and the ones that did. I don't know. I've been heard that there's black magic wrapped up into this stuff, witchery, sorcery. I think we have to start thinking in Jesus's name. It's everything that he said it was. And the only thing is can we defeat the Satan on earth? I don't know. No, I want you folks to have a great night. God bless. We'll be back with more content. If anything comes out crazy, we didn't know these people, this deep state, these people had that much power where if we don't do what they say, they'll just kill everybody. I'm just as shocked as you folks. No, I want you folks to have a good night. I'll be back with more. I want to thank Kelt for stopping in. God bless everybody. We'll be back with more content on the Guthrie case and possibly the island. I'm not sure. Have a good night.